The Outdoor Boardroom from our client, Gary Okino. And he interviews Fortune 500 and large company CEOs who golf. He is a golf coach. He interviews them on his show. And then what happens is some of his questions are designed to lead them into him offering them a solution for their golf problems off the air. So he might ask, what's your biggest challenge in your golf game? What golf course is on your bucket list? If any person alive today, celebrity, athlete, doesn't matter, could play that course with you, who would you want it to be? And the CEO says, I got a slice, I want to play St. Andrews, and I want to play with BJ Singh. Gary says, can I send you some information about how that could happen? And the CEO says, heck yeah. And then we send a shock and awe box to that CEO about Gary's last golf lesson ever golf bucket list program that is $100,000 a year, because it involves Gary picking the CEO up on a private jet, picking up BJ Singh, paying his $25,000 appearance fee, flying them to St. Andrews, playing golf with them for a couple days, and then flying back. That's what you can do with a podcast. Let's say you want more systematic referrals. This is Richard Binko, who's an estate planning attorney. He wants referrals from financial advisors and CPAs and nursing homes. Well, he interviewed them all for the book. And then guess what they do? The financial advisor doesn't throw the book out. He says, can I buy 200 copies and give this to all my clients because I was in a book and it makes me look good? And then if the financial advisor hands out 200 copies of the book to his clients and those clients need legal work, who do you think they're going to go to? They're going to go to the lawyer who wrote the book that their financial advisor just handed them. Do you see how that could work? Can you see how that would make a huge impact on your business if you had 20 people interviewed in this book and they were all handing out copies of your book on a regular basis? What if they came to you and reported back to you how many they had given away, how many people they had met with, how many people were interested in your services, and handed you their contact information every single month? Could that have a dramatic effect on your business? I bet you might not even need to do any other type of marketing. This is John Cito. He is a certified divorce financial analyst, and he wanted recognition from the divorce attorneys in New Jersey. They wouldn't give him the time of day. We started his podcast. He's interviewed them. They now know who he is. They will now take his call. They will now send him business. He now has 17 divorce attorneys sending him business because he interviewed them on his show. And you can too. I mentioned this is my wife, Rebecca. These are our kids, Ella, Lily, and Max, from left to right. The bigger reason why I do this, I think entrepreneurs are going to save the planet. It's not going to be the government. So I make microloans through kiva.org to 750 entrepreneurs to pull them out of poverty. And we donate a percentage of our profits to Kiva with every sale we make. So you will be helping us help save the world one entrepreneur at a time. So you want to write these down. These are the steps to successful podcasting. First, you need a concept and you need a name, and we're going to break these all down. You need interview questions and you need to book your first guest. So how do I determine what my name should be or what my concept should be? It might be something obvious like Estate Planning Experts New Jersey or Divorce Plan Atlanta or whatever it is. Or it might require a little bit more thought. So if I go to iTunes and type in and go to podcasts and type in personal branding, the first ranked podcast is over here, Life is a Marathon. Let's see why it's ranked number one. Well, interesting, even though the name is Life is a Marathon, it's not Life is a Marathon. It's Life is a Marathon, life coaching, self-esteem, personal development, personal branding, positive thinking. Why would it be that long? Because he's keyword stuffing his title. And how come his name isn't just Bruce Van Horn? It's also life coach, motivational speaker, thought leader, author, blogger, runner. Because he's keyword stuffing his name, which also shows up in his description, which also shows up in the description of each episode. So that, plus all of his subscribers and listeners and his 92 5-star reviews, which are easier to get than you think, rank him number one for personal branding. Because it's a radio show on your phone, consumers are conditioned to expect radio quality, which means you need an introduction. So you need an introduction to the show with like a voiceover and music, and it needs to sound like a radio station did it. It should also be a lead generation ad for your podcast. You want to tell people why they should listen to the show and position you as the expert in your niche. And it should also tell them what you want them to do. So mine is go to my website and register for a free download of my book and this training webinar. So even if they don't listen to the whole episode, they know what they're supposed to go do and what website to go to. Then what you need is you need the call recorder app or a way to record the phone interview. So it could be the call recorder app that I use that's free, and I'll show it to you. You don't need any fancy audio equipment or a studio or a $300 mic anymore. Your phone will work. You could use GoToMeeting, GoToWebinar, Google Hangout, Skype, whatever, freeconferencecall.com. It doesn't matter. You're going to record the interview. Any of those software programs will record it and give you an MP3 file. And then you're going to put your introduction, that professionally produced audio introduction, on the beginning of it, and you've got a show. So if I go to the App Store and I type in call recorder, that's what it is. It's the first one that comes up. It is free. You have to pay for the airtime, the minutes you use. But again, I spend like $10 or $15 a month. It's not much. This is what the app looks like. I hit the red button to record. I pick add contact. I pick the person I want to record the interview with. As soon as they're on the phone and I say, are you ready to go? And they say, yes, I hit merge call and it starts recording. And then when I'm done, I hang up and the call recorder app says, you have a new recording. What would you like us to do with it? Would you like us to email it to you? And you say, yes, I would. I will email it to myself. So that's, you need that professionally produced introduction. And then you need a hosting service that will host your podcast and get it to iTunes. We've used a number of different ones. The one I like the best is called libsyn.com. I am not an affiliate. I don't get paid for recommending it. It's just really easy to use and has the best monetization and analytics tools I've found. It has very simple instructions for how you tell iTunes you now have a podcast, how you submit it. And then once you submit it once and it's approved, every time you air a new episode on Libsyn, it automatically goes to iTunes. So you just repeat it. Now, how do you get those people handing out your book? How do you get the book in the first place? Well, you've got to transcribe each episode of your podcast and edit it and turn it into a book by writing an introduction, a conclusion, and a couple chapters about how fabulous you are, so that there's an overarching theme to the book. The secret sauce is our multi-step, multimedia direct response marketing campaign that gets those impossible to reach decision makers to participate. Because even though you have a podcast, you can't cold call, the CEO of a Fortune 500 company and say, hey, be on my show. You'll never get through. Even, the local doctor, lawyer, financial planner trying to get other professionals on the show. Cold calling, as you know, I tried it for years. It doesn't work. What does it cost to get something like this done outside of our program? Well, we'll get to that in a minute, because once you've got them on your show and the book is done, you also need the direct mail campaign that goes from your guest to their clients with the book, telling them about the book, how they're thrilled to be in the book, and why they should talk to you as well. What is that? What do those campaigns cost? Well, if you go to Dan Kennedy, it's over $100,000 plus royalties. I don't know if those are his current prices. I'm sure they're higher than when I hired him, but it was $100,000 plus royalties for all the direct mail campaigns you would need for this. We do not charge anywhere near that much. I wrote a 3-step direct mail campaign for a client the other day that we charged $6,000. And I know there's some other less experienced copywriters out there that I've met at conferences that'll charge $3,000 or something like that. But again, you're not going to hopefully have to pay any of that, because I want you to be our next success. I hope I've inspired you to A, do a podcast, B, turn it into a book. I mean, if all that did for you was get you in front of your dream referral sources and prospects, would it be worth it? If all it did was get your book done without you having to write it, would it be worth it? If all it did was get you new customers, clients, and patients, would it be worth it? And I have to believe, I know from personal experience and from that of all of our clients who are doing this, that the answer to all three of those questions is yes. So podcast marketing magic, if you want this all done for you, we will do it for you. We will create the podcast. We'll produce the professional introduction for you. We will do the market research and find the ideal guests for your show. We will do the multi-step direct response marketing campaign to get them to be on the show. We'll write you the interview questions according to our proven psychological formula so that they want to work with you. We'll edit the audio for you and we'll upload it to iTunes. Plus, we'll transcribe and edit every episode. We will do the graphic design, layout, and publishing of your book here at our publishing company at no extra charge. We will market and promote the book. We will provide the marketing materials to send out to the folks in the book for them to send to their clients and patients, driving them all your way, all done for you. Plus, as a bonus, I teach a cutting edge marketing mastermind group every month, 2 to 3 hours of all of our marketing that's working for our clients. So not just podcast into book, but everything we do, so that you could literally learn it, stay on the cutting edge of direct response marketing, and implement it in your business without having to hire anybody, including us, to do it for you. That is normally $2,364. I will throw that in. I will let you stream the videos every month, and let you into the membership site where the hundreds of people all talk to each other and help each other who are in the group, all for free. So to just have a podcast is normally $1,000 a month. The special offer for today is 50% off. So for $497 a month, you will have a podcast, and we will book all the shows for you. We will book all the guests for you, and we will produce the show for you. It's normally $2,000 a month for 4 months to get you the podcast and have enough interviews that your book will be done. Again, 50% off. It's $997 a month for 4 months. And then at that point, you have a choice. You can quit and you'll have, 4 months of a podcast and a book done, or you can keep going for, let's say, another, for the next 8 months, and we'll market the book for you. We will do a book launch party for you where everyone in the book comes and brings people for you to meet. We'll do a book monthly referral group for you where everyone in the book, if you're physical, if you're local, everybody in the book gets together every single month and passes referrals back and forth to you and reports to you. And it's like your sales force. It's really incredible. It's kind of like a concentrated version of BNI, but just for you. And we'll also keep doing episodes every week for you. And so that means you'd probably end up with 4, 8, 12, you'd end up with 3 books in a year and 60 potential referral partners. So in 12 months, you would have a ton of new business. So if you want to get yours now or look at the details, it is at ultimatemarketingmagician.com/PMM levels. PMM stands obviously for Podcast Marketing Magic. So ultimatemarketingmagician.com/PMM levels. You will see all the details and you can go ahead and choose what's right for you. And we're happy to do this for you. So that is what I am here to share with you today. I hope I have inspired you to do your own podcast and turn it into a book. And I'd love to hear your success story. And if you want to work with us and have us do all the work for you, we're happy to do that for you as well. And if we're doing the work for you, those marketing campaigns that you saw are all included in the price. They're all free. You don't have to pay any extra for them. So thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you.